finals.
Keto dying.
Had to happen eventually.
That's awful. It's awful, but I appreciate it. 0-10, that's rough. He's had his moments here and there, as mentioned. Gets the opener when it came to round 31. He's got his friends with him for support. 18-16. This is it. Team Spirit, a chance to close it, to take themselves to the grand final once again, potentially maybe even get that rematch versus Gambit. I'm sure they'd love a second chance. And with their first showing with this roster potentially being a win versus the number 4 team in the world, we'll see if they can get it done, because until that fat lady sings, I don't think they're gonna be given a chance. And while double ops invested, Keto, he's done well with the secondary boost over the top, and see you later, Magix. The danger man for Team Spirit gone. And while they're not going to try and face this once again, they'll flee back towards the spawn.
Well, Magix is like worth 3 people at this point. Absolutely, that is a huge integral moment. A pick that they were desperately requiring. Chopper is low. Additionally, on top of that, they do have plenty of utility and time. But now grenades being tossed into long. 2 players here. Tabson will be the first one in on blue box. This is a really good crossfire. It's going to have to be some perfectly timed flashbangs to deal with this. Otherwise, this should be Big's round. Especially with a low chopper. Especially as they're all together. There's going to be no secondary unit to on catwalk. It's a massacre. It's a complete and utter massacre. They played this perfectly, Big. Absolutely perfectly. And that's a confidence builder. That's going to give them belief they can take this to second overtime.
Yeah, we've spoken about this, the resilience of this roster many, many times. They've come back versus Hellraisers. They came back on the first map versus Spirit. We know that, again, until the victory is up on that board, it doesn't mean a thing. Now, we're going to see the same auto sniper or purchase put in by the T side. The extra money, 16k MR3. But that is one hell of a shot. Mir shows a pixel to Searson, and he finally finds his 35th kill of the game. The only man matching him is Magix, this time still standing, but we could be seeing Spirit crumble under the pressure.
It has been a reoccurring theme, Tom, over the duration of this tournament. As they get in the lead, they're one step away. They find out their shoelaces are tied together, and they just trip over. Bigger a team that will punish you. Keto just making sure that Molly cannot extend any further. Deploys his smoke. Still a minute. Team Spirit have options, but they don't really have a huge amount of the map. Yes, they've got middle. They don't really have anyone playing on catwalk. They don't have anyone out scouting through middle. We saw Chopper go super aggressive before. Yielded a lot of success, but now they're going to be smoking back out again, looking to isolate both Keto and Zentaris from the rest of the pack. But Keto, who's had a very slow start to Dust2, is now picking up that slack, and he's making sure that he puts his team in a good position. Zentaris may go down, but a lot of damage is inflicted. However, 2 entries back-to-back open up the B site, and although Magix and Chopper are low, a post-plant means that it's very doable for them to take their spot in the grand finals.
Made it possible. The peek from Some Young gets rid of Tabson. It gives them a man advantage in a round that was just looking to slip away from them. Searson and Tizian coming from opposite angles. They've expected the peek, and now it's left onto the man with 36 kills to try and close this out. He forces an angle from Some Young, who's burning to his death, but he can't quite land the shot. Big, the number 4 team in the world, have just been eliminated by the brand new Team Spirit. I'm pretty sure that means almost every single prediction, bar yours and mine, is now gone. And that pretty much says it all, Vince. They have overcome all expectations. They threw away the first map after a huge victory, and they came back in the second. They took Nuke, and now they've done it again on Dust2. An incredible performance from Team Spirit.
After getting battered in that first map, would have felt like they got mentally battered. To come back and win this on Dust2 is just so miraculous to me. Like, who would have thought that Spirit would have been in the grand finals? They had the hardest group, they had some of the hardest fixtures, and yet here we are. They actually made it the full distance. It's an unbelievable story.
while I'm sure the desk have 1,000,001 rounds to break down, and thankfully for you and I, we're done for today because I'm not sure my voice could take much more.